day. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. So
here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Pressure, he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. That is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former 7th-round pick from FIU at quarterback. It's Alex Magoon.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in here by Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Scarborough. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Throwing here, Magoo looking downfield for Kelsey. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Here's Braden Mann now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, 85 yards. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Darnold on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 29, Darnold. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC North as we head up to M&T Bank Stadium. Baltimore hosting Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Trevor Lawrence. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Tom Brady, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, right, Coach. Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Darnold. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 9 now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Lewis to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Hill. They'll get 3 up to midfield. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They run it again with Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw, Darnold. A dump off now to Hill. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Lockett the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Magoo back to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Here's Darnold. They set up the screen to Hill. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now Darnold. He's got Fuller. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Underneath here to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second and very short. Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. To the air again, Darnold. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a home game